We're on day 38 of our 60-day journey to establish healthy boundaries. This journey is for anyone who's feeling drained because they're not able to set healthy boundaries. If you have a problem with saying no, if you feel resentful after you say yes. So, this is the journey for you. We're on day 38, and the affirmation for today is I am grounded, strong, and clear in my limits. I am grounded, strong, and clear in my limits. This is saying to me, when you're grounded, you have a real reason as to why you're feeling like you need to establish boundaries, and you're not wavering in that reason. An example could be a friend that's always calling you late at night when you know you need to get rest. You have to get rest for work the next day, school, or whatever. The point is that you need to get rest. And this same friend calls you late every night, and you have been talking to this person every night because you just didn't want to say no. Being firm in your boundaries or being grounded would be an example, would be saying something like, okay, I really cannot talk tonight. I have to get my rest. My rest is important to my health. My rest is important for me to be able to function tomorrow. That's being grounded, and you're standing firm in the reason why you need to get your rest and you don't need to talk on the phone all night long. You have to be strong when you set these boundaries, because people that are used to always coming in without invitation, always being in your space because they don't understand how boundaries work. They don't understand. So you have to be strong and firm in what you say you believe. You have to protect yourself and others by creating these boundaries. So, and another thing is, when you are creating these boundaries, be very clear. No mixed signals, because mixed signals is sending mixed signals to the universe, actually saying you could be saying to the universe, I'm okay with people coming in. If you're constantly saying, okay, I'm gonna create these boundaries today. Oh, today I'm not gonna have these boundaries. I'm gonna create these boundaries today. Tomorrow I won't have those boundaries. So it's like, who's gonna take you serious if you keep changing up? I learned that with children. Kids know your weak spot. So if I'm saying today, no, you can't do whatever, XYZ, and then tomorrow I'm allowing you to do it because I just wanted you, I didn't want to see you sad, is not actually teaching that child good behavior. I'm teaching them that all they have to do is probably manipulate me just a little bit, and now I'll let them have their way. The same thing with adults. It's like you have to be very clear and firm about what you're saying. And especially if this is something that's just it just doesn't feel comfortable. It's giving you anxiety, and you allow this to happen. Sometimes people will even come with that people pleasing thing. Like, we are supposed to be the people pleasers, right? Or we were, right? Because we don't know how to set the boundaries. But there are some people with a victim mentality that come in sometimes, and they come with the sob story or the pity party just so that you can feel sorry for them. And now you're all of a sudden just letting your boundaries down. No, everyone has to learn. And I say stand strong in your boundaries, because how is the other person going to learn if you're not being an example of what strong boundaries look like? Yes, somebody may have hurt feelings, but you are showing them what firm, strong boundaries are, clear boundaries. And that would even make you see too, this is what a people pleaser looks like. So now you shouldn't even want to be a people pleaser after witnessing that, because it just doesn't look good. Okay, so creating boundaries is essential in having good health. Mind, body, spirit. You want to feel healthy. You don't want to have anxiety because, people are constantly around and you don't know how to stop that from happening. Somebody is always popping up at your job or your house, and you just don't know how to tell them not to come. Just be clear, strong, and firm in your delivery. The somatic practice for today is stand, stretch with your arms overhead, exhale fully, feel grounded, feeling grounded. So we're going to stand with our hands stretched above our heads, exhaling fully, and feeling the grounding. Take time to stretch. Your body needs movement. Stretching is helping you to have that flexibility that you need. When you start getting stiff and you're not moving, that can lead to bad health. Movement is key. This visualization technique for today is visualize a protective circle around your home, workspace, and energy field. So we're visualizing that protective circle around us again, that protective bubble around our sacred spaces, around our home, around our job, around our workspace, anywhere that you reside for a long time, anywhere that you're staying for a while. Imagine that protective bubble being around you. Protecting you is making the environment feel, it's feeling healthier there. It's feeling vibrant. It is feeling love. You feel love in that area. You are feeling safe and protected. So visualize that. The journal prompt for today is, which boundaries feel strongest in my life, and which feel the weakest? Which boundaries feel the strongest in my life, and which feel the weakest? That's an interesting question. Is it easier for you to set boundaries, some spaces and some not? Which ones are the strongest boundaries that you stand by that no one is able to make you bend? And which ones are the ones that people, they can easily get you to let down your wall, and you don't know how to keep those boundaries? And this isn't about being hardcore, being some brick wall out here. It's not about that. There are different seasons that people are in. Everybody isn't on the same journey at the same time. This may not be a problem for some people. Some people may never let anybody in. They got walls so high, you got to fly over that thing. You got to catch a plane over the wall. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about people who have been being run over. You have been being taken advantage of. You have been being used. You have been being disrespected. You have been being taken for granted because you have not been able to establish strong boundaries. You've been getting into the wrong relationships with the wrong people because you have been allowing too much to come in. That is the purpose of this journey, for us to get a little bit stronger, for us to protect ourselves. Women, a lot of times we look for a man to protect us. Okay, I'm just saying, this is just a little spill. But are you protecting yourself? What are you saying to the universe? What are you putting out there? And this could be anyone, not just women and men. But I'm just saying, a lot of times we look for something else to do something for us. What are you doing for yourself? Are you doing that for you first? It starts with you. The saying, charity begins at home. That's an example of that to me. The tiny boundary for today is reinforce one boundary you have been neglecting. We're going to reinforce that boundary. We're going to strengthen the fort. Reinforce that boundary that you've been neglecting. That is our tiny boundary for today. The bonus holistic tip for today is drink a calming herbal tea before bed to support emotional balance. I love drinking my tea before I go to bed. I love me some dandelion tea before I go to bed. I love it. So that is our bonus holistic tip. Drink a calming herbal tea before bed to support emotional balance. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope everyone is feeling lovely. I hope you are at day 38. I hope that you are overcoming some of your battles. I hope that you are becoming stronger. I hope that this is helping you. I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.